Hello, guys. Good evening, and welcome to this episode. So, in the previous episode, we went through how to add the vSmart to the vManage. So, basically, we were able to put, or let's say, configure the the vSmarts under the vManage administrative domain so that we can control everything from the manage. So in today's video, I did the pre-configurations because I had to configure templates for all the vEdges, and if I'm to do that, it's going to consume a lot of time. And it's not different from how we did it for the vSmart. So when we go to configuration and devices, then we go to the one edge list, and we drag the scroll bar to the extreme right, you're going to notice that the mode is in vManage. That means that I have already applied the templates to the devices, and you're going to go through the templates and you realize that it's no different from what we have. So without wasting much time, so you realize that I have other templates, other devices here I haven't onboarded as the CSR 1000V, and you realize that it's in CLI mode. So that means that the device is taught managed by the vManage. And this is the purpose of SD-WAN, centralized administration from the vManage. So let's go to the templates to go through the templates. So I have a template defined for the vEdge. As I said, it's the same thing as the vSmart that we went through, or we configured in the previous video, with the exception that when you are configuring the templates for the one edges, you need to know the device model, whether it's a CSR, whether it's an ISR, whether it's a vEdge. Then you choose the model for the template. Other than that, you're going to have issues and with compatibility. So without wasting much time, let me just open the template and let's see what we did over there. So basically, what we did was that I configured the vEdge system, and system is very important. So when I pull up the terminal over here and I go to one of my vEdges and I log in, then we check the configuration that we have for system. And remember I told you that we're running config step. Remember I told you that for the initial configuration for the devices, the configuration has to match. So all the system defined parameters by um, the day one configurations that we did on the device to the CLI has to be present and has to match on the template so that it will not cause any configuration issues for you. So I did the vEdge system, and then after I did the VPN 0, of course, I need to configure the transport, and I configured the interface for the transport as well. Then we have the V12, and as I said, you need to configure this, even though there is no IP address on it. But then in some cases, maybe you are building out of band management, you need to use a separate VPN other than VPN 0 to manage the devices through the backdoor. And then for now, we don't have any service VPN. Of course, we're going to configure that as we progress. And then there are other templates as well, which I haven't configured yet, like SNMP, security policy, policies, and banner that I haven't configured. So what I did was after configuring the feature templates, and then we can check the feature templates from here. So I have that of, let me search for vEdge. So we're going to see all for vEdge. So I have the vEdge system, I have the VPN 12, I have the VPN 12 interface, I have the VPN 0 as well as the VPN 0 interface, basically. Then I had to attach them. So this is the attached devices for, okay, so let me go for vEdge. So let's see the touch devices so we can see the devices which are attached. And as you can see, we have it over here. So I push the configurations to the device, and then now the devices are in the administrative control of the vManage. Now, when you go to the dashboard, we can go to the vEdges, and let's pick one. For example, let's pick the first one. You can see it's reachable. So we can go to real time to see what is happening on the device. We can check the application. So far, there's nothing on it. We can check the interfaces as well. We see which interfaces are up, as well as the IP addresses. What else can we see? We can check the T-log. For now, we have only public internet as the T-log. And I think there's only one tunnel on VPN 0. That's the yes. So okay, so the tunnel, we have a tunnel here from that's the IPsec tunnel from the one edge to the other one edges. Once the SD1 come up, it's going to form a full mesh with all the other SD1 devices in the SD1 fabric. For now, we don't have firewall, we don't have other security configurations, so that we can see control connections as well. As you can see, you have a control connection to the vManage and the vSmart. And then we can check the system status as well, reboot, temperature, etc. This is a virtual environment, so I don't think this will be needed. Then we can go to troubleshooting to do troubleshooting, which you are going to use a lot. And then we have the runtime as well, what is happening on the device info. And if I go to the troubleshooting, one thing I want to check is the device bring up process. So here you get to see and understand how the device comes up. So first of all, it goes to the VBond, as I explained in my subsequent, my earlier videos. Goes to the VBond, authenticate, gets the list of other controllers in the SD1 fabric, and then we have the router configuration. We have establishment of control plane connectivity. Then we have the data plane connectivity to the vManage, and this is the vSmart as well. So one thing we can also look at is the control connections live. And I think you're going to see some graphics over here for the control connections as well. So let's wait and see. Yes, so this is the live control connections. As you can see, we have two vSmarts in our domain, and then we have one vManage over one T-log, which is the public internet. So basically, that's all for the part 2 of the onboarding for um, our SD-WAN edges onto our SD-WAN fabric. I mean, onboarding onto the vManage for centralized administration and configuration. So that's all that we have for today. Thank you for watching this video and see you in my next video. Bye bye.